Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm so excited to invite you into my bright yellow English cottage, a home filled with shabby chic charm and timeless farmhouse elegance. This tour is all about the magic of cottagecore decoration, where vintage beauty meets cozy living. From the moment you see the sunny yellow exterior to the delicate lace curtains inside, every detail is designed to make you feel instantly at home. As you approach the house, the first thing you'll notice is the cheerful yellow farmhouse exterior. I chose this shade because it instantly lifts the mood and adds a pop of personality to our English countryside setting. The front door is a weathered white with a vintage brass handle, creating a perfect shabby chic contrast. Seasonal flowers spill from terracotta pots, making the entryway feel warm and inviting. This is where the cottagecore story truly begins. Our front porch is a perfect blend of rustic farmhouse and shabby chic decoration. I've styled it with a white wicker bench layered with floral cushions and an old wooden crate repurposed as a table. A soft plaid throw drapes over the armrest for those chilly English mornings. Hanging baskets overflow with trailing ivy and bright petunias, adding life and color. This little porch is more than just an entrance, it's a welcoming hug for every guest. When you step inside, the first thing that greets you is the scent of fresh lavender and the soft glow of natural light streaming through lace curtains. The entryway is painted in creamy whites to let the yellow cottagecore accents pop. An antique wooden console holds fresh flowers in a glass pitcher, and a small wicker basket is ready to catch keys and mail. This space sets the tone for the rest of our Shabby Chic Farmhouse tour. Our living room is where we spend most of our time, so I made sure it feels cozy yet elegant. The walls are painted a soft pastel yellow, paired with white crown molding for a classic touch. Vintage floral sofas are covered with crochet throws, and a rustic coffee table holds stacks of old books. Every corner has been thoughtfully styled with farmhouse decoration, from the distressed wooden shelves to the soft linen curtains that sway with the breeze. Cottagecore is all about connecting with nature, so I've incorporated seasonal accents throughout the home. In spring, we fill the living room with wildflowers in mismatched jars. In autumn, I switch them for dried wheat and amber glass bottles. Right now, the bright yellow theme shines with sunflowers in vintage enamel pitchers. These simple decorations keep the home feeling fresh and in tune with the seasons, one of the secrets to maintaining that timeless English cottage charm. In traditional English homes, the fireplace is the heart of the living space, and ours is no exception. The mantel is painted white with delicate carvings, topped with an antique mirror that reflects the soft yellow walls. I've styled it with shabby chic candle holders, vintage photo frames, and a small vase of buttercups. Even in summer, the fireplace serves as a focal point, creating that warm and inviting farmhouse atmosphere cottagecore lovers dream about. Our kitchen is the heart of the cottage, where shabby chic meets practical farmhouse living. Cream-colored cabinets are paired with open shelving, displaying my collection of vintage teacups and enamelware. The backsplash is white subway tile, which lets the yellow accents, like ceramic canisters and floral dish towels, stand out beautifully. A large wooden table sits in the center, ready for baking bread or sharing a pot of tea. This is cottagecore decoration at its most functional and beautiful. One of my favorite features in the kitchen is the open shelving. Here, I display mismatched china, pastel teapots, and old mason jars filled with dried herbs. The shelves are lined with delicate lace trim for that shabby chic farmhouse feel. This style not only adds charm, but also keeps everything within easy reach. In true cottagecore fashion, these shelves tell a story, each item holding a memory or a connection to the seasons. In the corner of the kitchen, I've created a little baking station. A vintage stand mixer in pastel yellow sits on a worn butcher block countertop, alongside jars of flour, sugar, and oats. Wooden spoons hang from hooks above, and a floral apron is always within reach. This space feels like stepping into a simpler time, embodying the cozy farmhouse decoration that makes cottagecore so irresistible. The kitchen windowsill is my little indoor garden. Here, I keep potted herbs like basil, rosemary, and thyme in mismatched enamel mugs and vintage teacups. The greenery contrasts beautifully against the soft yellow walls, creating that perfect English cottagecore decoration balance of color. When sunlight streams through in the morning, it lights up the leaves, making this tiny space feel alive and vibrant. It's functional, beautiful, and fits perfectly with our shabby chic farmhouse vibe. Our dining area is an extension of the kitchen, with a large farmhouse table made from reclaimed wood. I've layered it with a delicate lace runner, fresh flowers in a vintage vase, and simple white ceramic plates. Overhead, a wrought iron chandelier with candle-shaped bulbs casts a warm, golden light. This space is designed for long conversations, hearty meals, and seasonal gatherings, the true heart of cottagecore living and farmhouse hospitality. I love styling the dining table according to the seasons. In summer, I use fresh lemons and sunflowers as centerpieces. In autumn, I switch to dried leaves, pumpkins, and golden candlelight. Winter brings pine cones and tartan napkins, while spring overflows with pastel florals. These little seasonal touches keep the home visually fresh while still staying true to the shabby chic and cottagecore decoration style. It's a small habit that makes a big difference in creating atmosphere. pantry feels like stepping back in time. Wooden shelves are lined with glass jars filled with grains, beans, and preserves. Handwritten labels add a personal touch, while wicker baskets store root vegetables. The walls are painted a warm cream, allowing the yellow accents from old tins and enamel bowls to shine. This English farmhouse pantry is not just practical, it's also a beautiful reminder of slow living and mindful decoration. The hallway connects the main living areas to the bedrooms, and I've styled it as more than just a passageway. A distressed wooden console table holds a stack of vintage books, a floral lamp, and a framed botanical print. The runner rug is faded but full of history, passed down from my grandmother. The walls display a mix of family photos and seasonal wreaths, another way to keep the cottagecore decoration theme flowing throughout the home. Our master bedroom is a sanctuary of calm. The walls are painted a pale buttery yellow, paired with white beadboard for texture. An antique iron bed is dressed in floral linens and a handmade quilt. Vintage nightstands hold ceramic lamps with lace shades, and sheer curtains let in the soft morning light. This room captures the essence of shabby chic farmhouse decoration, romantic, timeless, and deeply comforting. In one corner of the bedroom, I've created a cozy reading nook with an overstuffed armchair, a crocheted throw, and a small bookshelf filled with old novels. A side table holds a teacup and a candle, perfect for slow afternoons. This is my personal escape, where I can unwind surrounded by the gentle colors of English cottagecore style. It's proof that even the smallest corners can become beautiful and functional. The guest bedroom continues the cottagecore theme with soft yellow walls, floral bedding, and a mix of vintage and farmhouse accents. A distressed dresser displays fresh flowers, and an old trunk at the foot of the bed stores extra blankets. I want guests to feel like they're staying in a storybook cottage, where every decoration tells a tale and comfort is the top priority. Our bathroom blends shabby chic charm with modern comfort. White subway tiles cover the walls, while the vanity is painted a muted yellow to tie in with the rest of the home. A clawfoot tub sits beneath a frosted window, and wicker baskets store rolled towels. Fresh eucalyptus hangs from the showerhead, releasing a soothing scent. A simple but beautiful farmhouse decoration trick I recommend to everyone. Cottagecore living is about making practical spaces pretty. In closets and storage areas, I use woven baskets, fabric-lined bins, and vintage crates. These storage solutions not only keep clutter hidden, but also enhance the English farmhouse decoration aesthetic. Everything is functional, but nothing feels out of place. It's a philosophy that makes the home both lived in and beautiful. From the back windows, you can see the garden in all its seasonal glory. The bright yellow exterior of the cottage stands against lush greenery, framed by climbing roses and lavender bushes. It's like looking at a painting that changes with the weather and seasons. This garden view is a daily reminder of why cottagecore decoration celebrates nature as much as interiors. Our back patio is set for outdoor meals in the warmer months. A wooden table with a floral tablecloth, mismatched chairs, and enamel pitchers full of wildflowers create the perfect setting for evening dinners. String lights add a magical glow, making it feel like a scene from a shabby chic farmhouse dream. The yellow exterior walls serve as the backdrop, radiating warmth long after sunset. A winding stone path leads through the garden, bordered by lavender and daisies. Along the way, you'll find a vintage wheelbarrow repurposed as a planter and a rustic bench under the shade of an old oak tree. Every step feels like walking through a cottagecore storybook, where even the smallest decorations add to the charm. Just like inside the home, the garden changes with the seasons. In spring, pastel bunting flutters in the breeze. In summer, vintage watering cans overflow with blooms. Autumn brings pumpkins and hay bales, while winter features evergreen wreaths and lanterns. This seasonal approach keeps the outdoor English farmhouse decoration alive and engaging year-round. Tucked into one corner of the garden is a small greenhouse. Inside, potted seedlings and hanging planters fill the air with the scent of fresh soil. Old wooden shelves hold gardening tools, while a chipped enamel jug stores rainwater. It's a peaceful spot that captures the shabby chic and cottagecore spirit, practical yet beautiful, with a connection to nature at its core. As the sun sets, the cottage transforms. The yellow exterior glows warmly in the fading light, and the windows flicker with candlelight from within. The air fills with the scent of blooming flowers and wood smoke from nearby chimneys. This is when the home feels most like a fairy tale, the essence of English cottagecore farmhouse living captured in a single moment. Every decoration in this cottage is chosen with love. From the lace doilies on side tables to the vintage tin signs in the kitchen, each piece has a story. These details may seem small, but they are the heartbeat of shabby chic decoration, turning an ordinary house into a warm, inviting home filled with personality. One of the joys of cottagecore is that it evolves with the seasons. I regularly rotate cushions, curtains, and flowers to match the time of year. This keeps the home feeling fresh without losing its cozy core. It's a way to stay inspired, and it keeps the English farmhouse decoration style exciting for both me and my guests. Yellow is more than just a color, it's a feeling. It symbolizes warmth, happiness, and sunshine. In a cottagecore home, yellow brings light even on cloudy days. Pairing it with shabby chic farmhouse elements creates a perfect harmony of brightness and softness. This is why I chose yellow as the main theme for this tour. It makes the home feel alive. Thank you for joining me on this tour of my bright yellow cottage. I hope you felt the warmth, charm, and inspiration that English cottagecore decoration can bring into a home. Whether it's through vintage finds, seasonal touches, or simply choosing colors that make you smile, the heart of this style is creating a space that feels truly lived in and loved. Until next time, May your home always be cozy, beautiful, and full of joy.